The 2016 Child's Advocacy Award recipient is Modesto E. Abedi, more affectionately known as Mo. He is known as the founding president and CEO of the Children's Trust in Miami, a passionate child advocate at the local, state, and national levels, an early leader in the war on poverty, a community organizer, and most recently, as a presidential appointee. Mo was born on April 19, 1951 at Harlem Hospital in New York City to Cuban immigrants, Isabel and Emilio Abedi, who met in their new homeland in night school while learning English. His mom was a seamstress and a proud member of the Ladies' International Garments Workers Union. Missing the warmth of the tropics, the family moved to Florida when Mo was 4 and his sister Miriam was only 2. His dad worked various jobs in a New Jersey deli before later opening his own restaurant in Ybor City. Eventually relocating to East Little Havana in Miami, Mo is a product of Miami-Dade County Public Schools, where he entered the first grade with no knowledge of English. He graduated from Miami High and attended Miami-Dade Community College full-time while also working full-time in a shoe store. Mo went on to graduate from Florida State University as a sociology and political science major. He married his high school sweetheart, and a year later his only child, Raquel Cristina, was born, who remains his pride and joy. In 1974, Mo began his career in public service as a social worker and then as a community organizer at the Miami-Dade County Department of Housing and Urban Development. There, he organized tenant and youth councils to maximize the participation of the poor in decision-making impacting their own families and community. He rose within the department over 12 years to the position of assistant director, overseeing social services and 400 employees supporting 10,000 very low-income residents. In 1983, Mo left Miami to accept a National Urban Fellowship and complete a master's in public administration at Bernard M. Baruch College at the City University of New York. Back in Miami, Mo directed initiatives at the Community Action Agency and Head Start programs. When he left, staff presented him with an engraved cigar humidor that read, "Modesto E. Abedi, Commander in the War on Poverty." Throughout his career, Mo brought a broad array of child-serving agencies together and achieved consensus on legislative agendas. Among Mo's proudest achievements at the Children's Trust was his success in attracting some of Florida's best and brightest public servants to staff the agency, one that fully reflects the racial and ethnic diversity of Miami-Dade County. At the Children's Trust, he championed programs to increase childhood immunizations, prenatal care, and prevent teen pregnancy. He spearheaded efforts to rate and improve the quality of childcare and after-school programs across the state. Under his leadership, the Children's Trust substantially funded arts education programs. He remains a strong advocate for programs that serve children with disabilities, parenting programs, and increased access to substance abuse programs to prevent child abuse. He inspired the Children's Trust to promote the adoption of children in foster care, and he led efforts to create a literacy campaign to increase the number of third graders who read at or above grade level. Mo has been involved in the development of just about every piece of major legislation involving children and families in Florida since 1990, including Healthy Start, Kid Care, Early Childhood and After-School Services, Universal Pre-K, and Juvenile Justice. His work on the Presidential Commission has focused on dual language learning and parent education and skills building, community development, and the dissemination of best practices for working with Latino families. Mo's life work is rooted in his firm belief that all children are our children. It is his hope that all children in this great nation and state are loved, nurtured, benefit from a great education, and develop to their fullest potential. He sees that happening for the 2 beautiful grandchildren that his daughter Raquel and her husband Robert have blessed him with, Isabella and Gabrielle, and he sees it in the faces of his many godchildren and grandniece Elise. Retired from the Children's Trust in 2013, Mo Abedi continues his work for children on the Presidential Commission and with the Florida After School Network. He now enjoys regular rides on his Harley, and his next challenge is to involve this defiant crew in more and more activities for kids.